Well, here I am at Sarver Hollow Shelter. Nice little place. I really like it when you can eat out of the rain. Of course, it makes a platform for the mice to come and get stuff, but hey. So I was the only one in the shelter last night. There were 3 other people here. Scratch and Plainview and his wife Miso. They camped down there. This is what you get to camp on. No, that would be no fun. I'd rather sleep in a shelter. No decent place to sit up. So they've already gone. I'm taking it a little easier today. They're going to do 15 or 16 miles. So I'm going to do 12. About time to slow down a little bit. So I'm doing good. I got 12, 12, and 8, I think, left. So that'll be great. So when you're trying to make a living as a homesteader, and you live on the top of a mountain, finally found some dry, level ground, what do? How do you ever plow or make things work? You pile all the rocks up so you can get the plow through and get some things going. Pretty amazing the amount of work and the effort that people had to put in order to survive. Wow. Well, this is the oldest and the largest tree on the entire Appalachian Trail. It's called the Kephart Oak. It's huge. Looks like it's always grown in a meadow of some kind here. It's amazing. If I stood over there with my trekking poles out, they would almost reach across it. Now that is a big tree. Well, I guess fall has arrived in this area of Virginia. All the dogwoods have turned red already. Wow. It's about, supposed to go up to 70 today. It was 50 last night. I guess it's coming. It's a good thing my winter stuff is coming too. I'll probably want gloves here or long johns or something in a week. Isn't that pretty? It's an old logging road up to the top of the mountain. And it's just lush and grass growing on the sides and those nice wood ferns. It's pretty and it continues on here for a while. All the way down to the creek, which will be, in about a mile. So it's kind of nice. It's not very easy to walk because of all the gravel. It's kind of slippery, but hey, it's a nice change. My friend Cutoff the other day was talking about how the AT changes. Every couple of miles, there's some new look where you're either getting the forest or you get some lush undergrowth like this, or it's all growing up, walking in a meadow. It's just quite different. Every day is something different or interesting, or rocks to walk on. I haven't gotten tired of it yet. Almost a month on the trail. I still like it. I'm still having a good time. Well, there's a cool little cliff, just like a Roblox house. Hope somebody shows my grandson Cash this. All the blocks are square. Pretty amazing. Well, I made it to War Spur shelter. It's just kind of your standard Forest Service shelter. Nothing real fancy about this, but there's nobody else here anywhere. So I figured I'd just spread out and take it over. So it's all my junk there. It's got a real nice chair. Really appreciate that. I'll get to use that in just a minute. You know, we had rain the other day and I never did get my tent dried out. So I had to take care of some chores. Got myself a shower. Trying to clean my act up a little bit. And I thought I'd take a second and talk about food, because food seems to be on my mind a lot. So on this 6-day walk, I had to carry all my food for 6 days. And so follow along here real quick. I got instant coffee. This is Starbucks. They sell it in a little can now. And it was cheaper than the individual packs, so I've got that. And then sometimes it's a bit strong, so I mix it up with a little hot chocolate just to kind of use it as my creamer. I'm doing 2 Cliff Bars in the morning and 2 beef sticks. And that gets me going for breakfast. And then sometimes for a snack, I'll do one of these. Then in the afternoon, I feel I've just got to have something else. So in the afternoon, of course, I'm doing some snack mix, Chex or this, some candy, of course, Snickers. And then these are real good, the squeeze packs. I've been eating 2 of them at lunch and 2 tortillas. And then the raisins, just to give it a little substance. I'm short of tortillas, so that's going to be an interesting challenge, but hey, I'll make it work. I'm not starving, that's for sure. And then normally I do like a north side or ramen or mashed potatoes and Spam or some such thing, but I try to really lighten up. So on this particular 6-day stretch, I went with 6 freeze-dried meals. Yeah, I'm glad I got 20% off of that price, but you know, those things are expensive. They're really proud of those. All of them are over $10. But anyway, when I do the north sides, it's way better. When I do the north sides, I call for butter, and I use packets of olive oil that my wife is kind enough to ship along. I haven't gone over my little stove setup. I really like my stove setup. My stove has got a heat reactor on the bottom of it, and it is an an Optimus stove. You know, it's not as light as a titanium, but it's really efficient. It boils faster than a jet boil. But for one thing, as you can see, the burner is very wide, and so I can actually cook stuff if I want to inside that pot. You know, if I'm doing rice or something, I can cook it longer. This is the original fuel canister for Ben through Shenandoah and all the way here. So let's see, this fuel canister is 15 days old. So doing pretty well. I got a nice collapsible cup. It's way cool. I really like this Sea to Summit collapsible cup. There you go. That's a collapsible cup for you. And then I found these really cool, several years ago, I found a sponge made out of cellulose and coconut core. And so when I get done with this, it's biodegradable. So that's pretty cool. And the last thing I've got in here is a scraper. So if you cook in a pot, you got to get it all scraped out of there somehow. And so I use the scraper, particularly if it burns or what have you. And then, you know, you got to have the long spoon. You just got to. So get you a long spoon. Anyway, that's all the exciting cook kit and all that kind of stuff. But hey, it seems to be working after 4 weeks. Well, that was an interesting challenge to get the food up there. That's my bear bag hang for tonight. A couple other people got bags up there, so they've all picked the right tree. Just some of them didn't come back down. Oh well, mine looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's a good 15 feet in the air, but low enough that a mouse can't climb up there or a squirrel or whatever. The orange thing is my cook set. If I cook in it sometimes, it'll still smell like food, so I put it up. Anyway, time for bed.